Hey everyone, welcome to my supercar life. We've had a new toy. So here we are. This is my unboxing video for the DJI Phantom 4, which we've mainly got for doing this sort of aerial shots and doing the tracking, which looks really interesting. So hopefully should be able to get some decent tracking shots of the cars and whatever else we decide to film. So I've never done an unboxing video before, but there's not many UK unboxing videos of the Phantom 4. It's not been released for very long, and I got this one today from the Apple store in the UK. It was £1,229, I think. So it's expensive compared to the Phantom 3, but there's only one model of the Phantom 4, which makes the decision a lot easier, because with the Phantom 3 you obviously had the Phantom 3, the Phantom 3 4K, the Phantom 3 Professional, the Phantom 3 Advanced, and I think there was just too many models, whereas now there's only one model, the Phantom 4. So let's get on. Okay, there we go. So you've got this nice polystyrene case, which is really good for me because I don't need a backpack. I'm not going to be trekking around with the Phantom. I'm just going to be putting it into a car, take it to wherever it needs to be, take it back out. So this, from what I've seen on all the YouTube videos, is a really, really good idea. And there's a little sticker protecting the front, so we can undo the latch, give it a twist, and there we go. There we have the Phantom 4. So what have we got? We have the actual drone itself, which has got a really nice white gloss plastic to it, so it's a really nice looking thing. What else do we have? A controller, which is pretty much the same as the old ones, so we can use that for putting on either a phone or an iPad or a tablet, whatever. We've got the two sets of rotors for the UAV, which is really good, just in case one set gets broken, but they're not that expensive to replace, so that's not too bad. UK plug, manual, and you have control from the CAA, because in the UK there are a lot of regulations that you do need to be aware of when flying UAVs, drones and so on. But one of the main bits of advice that I've gathered from the internet is just be sensible and don't put yourself in jeopardy where you're going to get yourself in trouble. So what else do we have? We also have the power supply charger, which has got the charger plug, which can go in either way around on the battery. And we have a micro USB and a little extension lead to converter type thing. And that's everything. But everything fits nicely into this polystyrene container, which is really useful for people like me who don't want to go out and get a backpack. You don't need the backpack, and it can live in there for the rest of its life. The good thing is, if I was going on holiday also, I could probably put this in a suitcase. Yeah, it's going to take up probably a quarter of the suitcase, but it's going to be well protected from airport handling, and it's got a little lock, and yeah, it's not going to stop anybody who wants to get in. It really wants to get in, but it's going to hold the thing together, and it's a bit more environmentally friendly too, because the amount of polystyrene that must end up in landfill is unbelievable. So if you can use that, which DJI have done, as a feature rather than it just being something that gets thrown away, then that's a great thing in my mind. So let's get on and have a look at the copter itself. So we've got the remote control. It's got a nice glossy finish. You've got your battery meter there, return to home, power buttons, pause, which pauses the flight, and a few other buttons. You've got your record, your smart switch, which is covered over until you've read the instructions regarding the sport mode, and then you've got your gimbal control and so on. And then you've got also on the front your joysticks, which you can just see, and it's a really nice looking quality piece of kit. Feels really heavy. Can't say much more than that. You've got a nice grip on the back to help it stop from slipping. So onto the main unit itself. It's a lovely finish, as I say before. You've got the new type of gimbal protector, which just unclips from the bottom legs. We've got to remove before flight, covers over the front collision sensors, because of course the DJI Phantom 4 has now got the front sensors as well as the cameras on the bottom and the sonar to help with landing. So it really is a good piece of kit. You've got the micro SD slot on the side, the USB. We've got the battery, which is a nice compact unit. So if you've got to get a couple more of these, it's probably not going to be a big hardship to carry them round. Okay, and one thing that is covered in a lot of other videos, but we'll cover it anyway, is the propellers that come now with the Phantom 4 are slightly different than the Phantom 3. Because they are no longer the screw-on types, they are now a quick release. So you've got the quick release section in here, which then goes onto the connectors of the motors. So the motors are different. You've got a propeller with a black ring, and you've got propellers with a silver ring. So the difference being that this little motor's got the black dots on, so that takes the black propeller. The black propeller just goes on, and that's it. It's locked on. Same again with the silver. We'll just unwrap one of these propellers. Which have got a little protective cover over them. So we'll take the silver, and there we go, that's on. Nice and easy, really easy to lock these types of propellers on, which is very good if you do have to replace them. And when you're taking them on and off, just makes life a lot easier than the old type where you have to screw it on. And the reason they use this new type of connector, the quick release, is because of the sport mode on the Phantom 4, where the copter is capable of doing, I think it's around 49 miles per hour, which is pretty quick for one of these. So that would be interesting to see how it keeps up with the car at that rate. The only thing that doesn't work when it's in sport mode is that the anti-collision system doesn't work in sport mode. So you do have to be aware that in sport mode, if you're flying towards something, the copter will not stop and it will crash. So that is something to keep in mind. But there we go, nice and easy. So now I'm going to go away, do some updates, and I'll come back to you in a moment. I do hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video of the DJI Phantom 4 and found it useful if you're thinking of buying something similar to this. I would really recommend it so far. I've only used it briefly for a quick flight, so I've not really got much footage to upload at the moment, but as soon as I get some nice weather and a decent day, we'll get out there and get some good footage for you all. Hope you've enjoyed this and found it useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more great videos to come. See you next time.